Hello, Libra. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing really well, Libra. Let's see how your energies are for this moment. So you can use them to your advantage and see a situation from a new point of view. This is a general reading. Take what resonates with you, and it applies to everyone who has Sun, Ascendant, Moon, or Venus in the sign of Libra. I invite you to subscribe to the channel and remember to activate all the bells so you can get notifications for new videos. If you want, you can follow me on my other TikTok and Instagram accounts where I will be uploading new content. If you need a personal consultation, you can write to me at the email shown on the screen, and I will send you all the information you need. All right, let's channel a message for the sign Libra for this moment. Libra, the Eight of Cups is present. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles or coins. And here we have the Lovers. Well, I feel, Libra, that you are in this moment. Of course, the issue of changing direction is quite evident. The decision you have made, I feel that they are starting to bring you other things at this moment. Personal tastes, I feel new desires and interests have awakened. There is new information. It's like your mind is starting to take you to a new place. Are there things you want to manifest? Maybe there are big ideas when it comes to projects, future projects, but there are new desires. There are new desires. There's something new that's starting to come into your life. And you've already made the decision. Have you made the decision here too? This is mine, this is mine, this is what I want, this is what I feel, which is really important and valuable for my life. But this, of course, requires closing. It requires closing your past, closing a chapter of your life that has already come to an end. You've reached a limit there. It's not like there's something that has ended. There's a feeling you're in the middle, the feeling of an ending and the feeling of a beginning. The new stage hasn't started yet. Even if you're starting to do new things, for example, Libras who have started to study something new, or I like it, or I have this hobby. If it has sparked my interest in learning a language, for example, cooking and so on, even though they've started it, this is still very fresh, it's very new, and the past is still felt. The past is still closing. These are processes that don't happen overnight or from one week to the next. They take time, but they're already heading in a new direction. I feel this too, like exploring a new lifestyle that's leading you to new habits. New health habits, new schedules, new routines. Taking care of yourself in a different way too, leaving behind everything that no longer feeds you, what doesn't nourish you, what really doesn't interest you anymore. And we're including not only thoughts and emotions, but we're also including attention. There may be people here, people's social circles or relationships where the interest or chemistry has already been lost. I feel like you're at a moment where I also feel this as stepping out of the familiar, leaving behind what's known, leaving your comfort zone, leaving what's comfortable, and going out into the world for something totally new, to experience something new, something better for you. Therefore, there's no doubt about this progress. There's no doubt here. Instead, there's clarity about what you want. Are you really sure about this? And have you analyzed it? Have you studied the situation to say, if this is really what attracts me, if this is really what interests me, these are my desires, these are my new values, and I'm heading toward this place to create something new, to create and to manifest, above all, a new life project. Can this also be a new project that is reflected in an economic project, in a work project? But Libra, you're about to turn the page and you're already feeling this, aren't you? Let's see what else we have. See you? General and available energy. Libra sign, Libra. Libra. You have the devil here, we have the sun, and we have the ace of wands. That last column is very good, the moon as well. Careful, careful. There are very strong, very intense energies, but notice that you are in a moment of light. You are in a moment where that closure you have made is the closure. It's more about detachment than escaping something that held you back. It might be about comfort. The past says no, but Libra, return to this routine where we felt more comfortable. And the past is tempting. The past offers that so-called stability. But it wasn't really like that. Even though there are those temptations to want to go back to that past, I feel like there's a new path here because there are many opportunities. At the beginning, things are pretty clear, and that's why we said the evidence is right in front of you. It's like you no longer have doubts about where you're heading. Follow your intuition. Follow your hunches. Don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to express what you've always had inside you. This might be a moment when a lot of what has been kept inside for a long time, a lot of what may be emotions, repressed thoughts, also repressed emotions, emotions that were hidden. For example, if you had creativity, great talent, or passion here, that was not being shown to the outside. It was not being shown to your surroundings, to the public. There was fear, prejudice, and worry about being judged. Or if this thing you were about to start studying was something you had been thinking about for a long time, and you just hadn't made the decision to do it. And all of this was because of something external. So, is there something you've been holding inside for a long time that is now going to start coming out? Now it comes to light. And this is closely related to your creativity, your spark, your light, but above all, your truth. It is this truth that will help you move forward on a completely new path. This is a new beginning, a rebirth, the awakening of inspiration, of creativity. And this is not only about creating a new version of yourself, but you can also create something else like a personal project or a new job. There's a spark that ignites, and I feel that there's so much light here that this has also been like a kind of battle between light and darkness. Between facing those fears, facing what had been kept inside for so long, and being able to release it, to look at it face to face, and realizing that you're not going to feed that energy anymore. That energy no longer has power over you because the attachment is gone. The dependency has been cut. And this shadow may have manifested in each of you in a different way, in a different manner, right? In certain thoughts, emotions, and also in environments, in some people. I feel that now this shadow has been exposed. It's like the evidence is there. And when the shadow that's exposed has nowhere to hide here, and there's not much it can do in the presence of so much clarity. So the liberation is there. The liberation is there. I feel very strong energies, Libra, that you're moving right now. You're going through a big process, the same. Let's see what else we have. Libra, Libra, Libra. General and available energy, Libra. You have the Hermit. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Libra, 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 Libra. Well, the topic of your relationships, which we've talked about, also your connections with those people you share with, and those bonds of trust are also formed. I feel like you're in a very rigorous moment, very analytical about your close circle, about the people you're surrounding yourself with. And it may be that certain things start to come to light, making you look at certain social situations from a different perspective. I feel that many of you here are noticing things in your close relationships, in your friendships. Those well known games, of control, of manipulation, there may also be jealousy and other attachments, but it's like you're starting to see those shadows in your close circle. Here, we're not talking about, let's see, maybe some Libra groups will decide to end relationships that have run their course. Because I feel like you're at a moment of choosing a different kind of connections that give you more stability. Where there's more trust, much more loyalty, where there's emotional responsibility, where there's commitment, where you know that person is there, that maybe they're here today, but tomorrow they're not, or they come with conditions, carrying some strange energies with them. So you're at a point where you're analyzing your bonds, your emotional ties, your friendships very deeply. Something will wake you up and break your repetitive pattern. This might also be happening frequently. With relationships from a long time ago, for example, lifelong friendships from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. If they're there, you start to reconsider things. This is how I've realized that this bond has become a habit. It's become routine. Where are the feelings? So it's like you're starting to reconsider what connects you to certain people and what you really want from now on. Now is a good time to release something from your past, Libra. A great time to release a heavy burden and start connecting with what's true, to connect with something deep. Let's see what we have, Libra. You also have a good combination of energies. Pay attention to your work life, to matters of your job, career, and profession. We could be talking about a new approach, or a new start, or a restart in your project. If you are unemployed, Libra, there is good news because I see that something is starting in the work area. Yes, I see a lot of work. I see a lot of dedication, a lot of loyalty to what you are doing. And of course, this will bring rewards for you. The same. Let's see what we have. Libra, strong circle in the oracle. Well, here you have the squirrel. What the squirrel tells you, its phrase is always prepared. It tells you that you are the expert in hard work and hard play. Your cheerful, fun nature is a blessing to all. Don't let life's distractions lead you astray. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you everything you need. Dear Libra, this is what we've seen for all of you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here next time.